What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the vlog. It's week 5? Yes, week 5 update. How did we do this week? Let's talk about it.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleep is. I got a queen, she lit me the evening. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me the snippet. You well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through its murder, she wrote it. Still up with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush.
So this week, we went from Louisville, Kentucky to Dayton, Ohio. From Dayton, Ohio to Columbus, Ohio. From Columbus, Ohio to Little Rock, Arkansas. From Little Rock, Arkansas to Paragould, Arkansas, and from Paragould, Arkansas to Lebanon, Tennessee, from Lebanon, Tennessee to Clarksville, Tennessee, from Clarksville, Tennessee to Clearfield, Utah, which is close to Salt Lake. Wow, whew, I'm out of breath. With that being said, we ran a total of all total miles, 3,042 miles, and a deadhead of that of 304 miles. So loaded, we are 2,738 miles. With that, our gross is $7,872. That brings us to $2.58 a mile to all miles, and $2.87 a mile loaded. Now I'd say that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Let's keep on breaking this down. Okay, on heavy we did pull one really heavy, and if you haven't seen that last video, come check it out right here. We got us a overweight assessment. It's not a ticket. They're calling it an assessment. Tennessee. We were over by 3,000 pounds, but like I said, I'll link the video here. But our MPG on that was actually 6.2. And then we have another one that's slightly heavy, not too heavy, but it's open deck, so it's a lot of wind drag, and that's this load that we're under right now. That's around 6.4 on the MPG. So, and plus it's windy, and so we're overall on all of these miles, we are averaging 7.2. At 7.2, we used about 422 gallons of fuel. And when you multiply that by 3.5, which is the average that we're going to be getting, I paid $3.59, I think the most throughout this whole trip. So, and the lowest that we paid is like 22. We paid 2 times at 322. That's including all of our discounts. So I'd say that's pretty good, And we're gonna still average it at 350 per gallon. So with that being said, that's $1,478, which is 10% of the gross or 18% of the gross. I'm done. Those are amazing numbers. They are. There's no other way to put it. Those are amazing numbers. Today is Sunday, so it'll be 7 days. By the time we drop off, we're still under that load, that Salt Lake load. We're about 400 miles. We're going to drop it off first thing in the morning. And I'm going to count that as part of the week, So I'd say it's a good week. But the previous week, we were horrible, right? And the week before that, so. And the week before that was great. So it's looking to be averaging around maybe 4,000 a week. Yeah, 4,000 a week. But you know what I like about it, though, as far as like this power only thing, is what I like about it is the fact that we are so freaking, our overhead is so low. You know what I mean? So like my first the other video I made about, like, can you make $2 a mile, can you make money on $2 a mile? So I'm gonna link that video here, and we have what we figured around 96 cents a mile, our expenses on that one, right? Amazing. If you plug this into that, where you subtract 96 cents a mile on 3,000 at 258 a mile, we're doing okay, man. That's really good. As a power only, that's really damn good. But we work hard this week, though. We work hard. We were hustling, man. We're up here in Wyoming right now. We're approximately 200 or 400 miles away from our drop off, so we're cruising right along. And man, we're back in that snow area. we've been managing to stay away from the snow, but we are back in the snow. It's not that bad though. Today is like 50 degrees right now outside, so that's not bad at all, you know. But how did we do this week, man? Um so the first load that we had, it was an Amazon load. At first I was thinking, man, that was a mistake. The reason why I said I was thinking it was a mistake because it looks like we left Amazon Sunday night. That's when we left Louisville to get this Amazon load and took it to Dayton, Ohio. Right when we got to Dayton, Ohio, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking, okay, from 4 o'clock, if you subtract 10 hours from there, around 2 o'clock, we might be able to find something. Okay, that Amazon load was not that great, but it was something to keep us moving. You know what I mean? So like the previous week, you got to remember the previous week we didn't do so well. So you're gonna get a little bit more anxious, right? So we did that, and we got to Dayton, Ohio, and then I was thinking, man, that was a mistake, because of the fact that there's not a whole lot of things going on within the Dayton, Ohio, between the load board and Amazon. So I was like, oh man, that was a mistake. So and then luckily the next day we found that crane load, and it was only 78 miles of deadhead, 80 miles of deadhead or something like that, a bobtail. So that was good. But also another thing is like that Amazon load that we had, we actually just deadhead the whole time on that son of a bobtail the whole time. So we go from Louisville bobtail all the way down to Dayton, Ohio. No, 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 the south side of Dayton, to go pick up a trailer, move it towards Dayton. It's like 20 miles or something like that. Move it to Dayton, and then pick up an empty from there, and then move it a few more miles, and then we're done for that trip. That was it. So it was a really easy load. And then the very next load that we had was that crane. Like I said, that was a little heavy, man. Listen, weigh all of your, you know what I mean, all of your loads. If you're doing power only, a lot of these different equipment that you're dealing with, it's gonna get you in trouble. That just learn from me, learn from my dumb mistakes. Okay, so we took that all the way to Arkansas, right, in Little Rock, Arkansas. You know, and luckily we made it through Ohio, we made it through Kentucky without ever going through a scale. And then we got to Tennessee, and then we got caught in Tennessee. So, and then Arkansas, you know what I mean? So, boy, I tell you, we ain't doing that again. I would have never picked up that load if I had known that it was going to be overweight. Not even a little bit. I would not touch it, because like I said, number one is like you're when you're putting a lot of weight on your equipment, you're wearing that equipment out a lot faster. So I don't care how careful you are. You know what I mean? That's just the fact of gravity. You know what I mean? Gravity is just gonna keep pulling it down. So it's gonna wear you down a lot faster. So, but we got that load offloaded, and then I saw one that was an empty trailer move from Paragould, Arkansas to what you call it, freaking Lebanon, Tennessee, right? That was an easy move. It was the utility trailer. It was a utility trailer going to Mace Trucking, okay, but that was an easy move. And then we got lucky on this load that we're on right now, going to Salt Lake, and that was only like a 90-mile or 80-mile bobtail. So overall, we did really good this week, man. I was loving it. It was an easy week, really, but a lot of miles. A lot of miles, easy week, dropping hook and stuff like that. No freaking, you know what I mean, strapping. Oh, we did strap this down, right? Oh, I'm gonna make a video about that on how you strap this down. Okay, but that's it. That's the end of the week. I think it was a great week. We're gonna be in Vegas. I'm gonna bobtail all the way to Vegas. There's some things I gotta do paperwork wise, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come right back out. We out here grinding, man. We out here grinding. We will see y'all on week 6. That's not bad. We're grinding away.